This is a game where you build a colony on Mars from scratch, which is more complicated than it sounds because you're dealing with a planet that actively doesn't want humans there. This relaunched version bundles the original game with all its expansions and adds new stuff, particularly a political system where you actually have to manage how your colony governs itself. So here's how it works. You start by landing a rocket on Mars with some drones and basic supplies. These drones are your main workers early on, because obviously you can't just throw humans onto Mars immediately. So you have to set up the basics first, meaning power generation, concrete production, water extraction. Everything needs power cables connecting it. The drones build everything, but they need a drone hub to operate from. And you have to position these hubs carefully, because drones have limited range. You'll spend a lot of time managing where things go and making sure supply chains work. There are different ways to generate power. For example, the solar panels only work during the day. The wind turbines work all the time, and the fancier generators need fuel. You can extract water from underground deposits if you find them, or use moisture vaporators that basically pull it from the atmosphere itself. Once you have the infrastructure running, you build domes. These are where colonists actually live, since they need oxygen and normal temperatures. Inside these domes you place apartments, farms for food, grocery stores, bars, research labs, basically everything people need to not lose their minds. Each building needs workers with specific skills, so when you request colonists from Earth, you pick who comes based on what jobs you need filled. Some are scientists, others are engineers or farmers, and they all have different personality traits. The research lets you unlock better tech as you go. You start with the basic stuff and work toward more advanced buildings and production methods. You can also scan the zones around you to find resource deposits and anomalies, which usually give you research points, or sometimes reveal weird mysteries about Mars that you can investigate. Now, what makes this version different is the Martian assembly system. As your colony grows, you deal with political factions on Earth that have opinions about you. You propose laws and vote on them, trying to keep different groups happy while doing what's actually useful for your colony. The game includes several big expansions. Space Race adds competing colonies from other countries. Green Planet lets you actually terraform Mars over time, changing the atmosphere and eventually making it livable without domes. Project Laika adds animals to the mix once you have terraformed enough. And Below and Beyond adds underground eras. The planet throws problems at you constantly. For example, dust storms can damage your equipment. Meteors hit randomly. Your colonists get stressed and want specific things. And their production chains break if you run out of one resource. The game generates random maps each time, and you pick different sponsors that change your starting resources and bonuses. The game also has these mystery events that happen as you play, which gives each run a bit of a different story. So even though the core loop is the same, each playthrough feels different based on what challenges come up and what resources you find. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.